Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sent a word to citizens planning nationwide protest, urging them to tread with caution while they exercise their constitutional right to freely express their grievances. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who acknowledged their right to air concerns about socio-economic situation in the country, said the government remained open to dialogue in order to resolve the citizens' complaints. The governor advised those aggrieved to refrain from divisive utterances and actions that may threaten the safety and peace of the country, noting that those issuing threats had ulterior intentions which border on breakdown of law and order. Sanwo-Olu spoke while receiving on a courtesy visit members of the House of Representatives Committee on Public Asset and Special Duties, led by its chairman, Ademore Queer. The governor said President Bola Tinubu-led administration had shown commitment to employing dialogue to peacefully resolve citizens' grievances, stressing that the government would not rule out continuous engagement with aggrieved parties in the interest of stability and strengthening democratic governance. In a bid to engage youth and students meaningfully during the holiday, the Lagos State Government has unveiled its Eco Flavors project to showcase the cooking skills of different chefs who reside in Lagos. The Eco Flavors project is an epic showdown of upcoming chef, culinary students, and local food vendors to celebrate the diverse food culture while working on a budget. Commissioner for Agriculture, Food and Food System, Abisola Olusoya, who made this known at a news conference at Fresh Food Hub, Idioro Mushin, noted that various cultural dishes will be displayed to the delight of residents. The commissioner hinted that the Eco Flavors, which will now be an annual event, will support chefs who register online via www.ecoflavorsLagosFreshFoodHub.com with a voucher of 200,000 naira to purchase food items at the hub for the competition.
The main aim of this, aside engaging young culinary enthusiasts and food lovers, is to showcase Lagos as a transformative state when it comes to your experience around food. As Lagosians, we seem to have more affinity for markets and getting our foods into our kitchen without understanding the logistics, the aggregation, the production side of things. So we are hoping that with the engagement of the contestants, with the local vendors, more understanding can be had.
Representatives of the project's management agency, Olufunke Adu and Jennifer Dufua, said the most engaged 50 chefs who showcase their process from the hub purchase to cooking will be selected, and the best 20 will be shortlisted for the semi-final, out of which the best 3 will be crowned the State Eco Flavors Ambassadors for the next 1 year. The duo noted that the project's idea is to encourage unity among all the various ethnicity and tribes with their various cooking skills and dishes in Lagos as the melting point of diversification in the country.
We are trying to bring people that are into that love food to come and compete. It's going to be an event that would, that will showcase Lagos. It will bring Lagos in the limelight, and we want people to be able to show their skills.
One of the reasons why we are driving this majorly online is because it's important. Creative content is a new normal, and it's important that we encourage our youth to put that out there so that they can grow in this space.
The Eco Flavors Project competition will be held in August, with the cook in first position winning 5 million naira. Second will go home with 3 million naira, while the third will go with 1 million naira, with several consolation prizes and deals. The Lagos State Law Enforcement Training Institute, LATI, has commenced a mandatory training exercise for about 5,000 law enforcement officers in the state to enhance professionalism, efficiency, and public service delivery within the state law enforcement landscape. The training program, which includes officers from the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, Kick Against and Discipline KAI, Central Business District CBD, Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Agency, and Vehicle Inspection Services, will last for the next 6 weeks at Ikeja Grammar School, Bolade Oshodi. Addressing the first batch of trainees comprising 450 participants, the CEO and head of LETI, Abiola Adeyinka, emphasized the importance of continuous professional development for law enforcement officers. According to her, the topics that the trainees would be exposed to include human rights and law enforcement, traffic management and control, public order management, conflict resolution and de-escalation, modern policing techniques, community engagement and public relations, interpersonal relations. Adeyinka implored the various law enforcement officers participating in the program to shun uncivil acts capable of bringing the image of the state government into disrepute before Lagos residents and beyond. The Lagos State government has postponed the commencement of the e-collab system in Lagos in Lekki-Epe corridor. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi said this is necessary because after further consideration of stakeholders' request to extend the timeline in order to give adequate room for full compliance. Oshiemi urged all stakeholders to seize the opportunity to ramp up full preparation and readiness for the successful takeoff of the technology-driven solution of truck movement on the Lekki-Epe corridor. Lagos State multi-agency response teams have activated safety measures and collaboratively contained the fire incident at the warehouse storing diapers, solar batteries, foreign charcoal and massaging seeds within the Josian factory complex, Aboliosho. According to a statement released by the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, the fire destroyed goods and properties worth millions of naira, noting that a significant quantity of goods equally worth millions of naira were salvaged by its response team during the operation. It stated that the cause is yet to be ascertained as the warehouse was locked as at the time the incident occurred and no casualties, no injuries were recorded due to the incident as there were no occupants in the building. LASEMA noted that strategic and collaborative efforts were deployed by its response team and officials of Lagos Fire and Rescue Service. The Lagos State Parking Authority, LASPA, has warned the public to desist from the willful vandalism of its parking signages erected throughout the state. This warning follows the apprehension of a suspect identified as Friday John, who was arrested while attempting to sell parking signages on Shasegmo Streets, Ikeja GRA. A statement from the agency says vandalism of parking signages poses a threat to public safety, disrupts the smooth flow of traffic, and creates inconveniences for drivers seeking parking spaces. LASPA, while condemning such acts in the strongest terms, restates its commitment to taking all necessary measures to prevent and address these incidents, reassuring the public of its commitment to enhancing the parking infrastructure in the state. And that's it on the State News at 7, but just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration generated 12,350 jobs and empowered 17,469 direct and indirect beneficiaries through the Lagos State Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Appeals? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.